you. And additionally, I know you gave strong support earlier in the season to the idea of Gleb Chugunov participating in the SpeedwayLigaen league this year in Denmark. And I also see that the two Russian-born riders, Emil Sayfutdinov and Artem Laguta, who, let's remember, are also Polish, have been racing without any issues in Poland, as well as in the UK, and in Gleb's case, also in Sweden too. How do you view the refusal of the FIM to allow both of these riders to return to SGP duties?
Well, for me, it's absolutely nonsense. I have, for example, let me start with the Gleb case. It was absolutely horrendous. There's like 7, 8 club owners, club directors in the league in Denmark who decide that, we don't want to let this guy ride in Denmark because he's born in Russia, which is completely outrageous. Greatness does not come. Greatness does not see where you're from.
Yeah.
Greatness comes from what you do and what you perform, and for me, it's like a bunch of. Honestly, it was a bunch of angry old men who had a little bit of power, and they wanted to show that they have this power. Luckily, we managed to make sure that it was this decision was changed in terms of the Danish league. But in my opinion, it should not even go there. I mean, it's for me, it's a reckless behavior to discriminate and to polarize people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sports should bring people together.
Absolutely.
Sports should make people happy. And it doesn't have to have any effect of where you're from, or what passport you have, what race you have, or what color you have, or what religion you have, or anything. So from my point of view, the Gleb case was absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
Luckily it ended in a positive way. In terms of Artem and Emil. It's very similar, it's very similar. I have a feeling that there's some people sitting somewhere who thinks they do something evil against Mr. Vladimir Putin. And that's not what they do. They do something evil against some great speedway riders.
Absolutely.
Who has absolutely nothing to do with that conflict. And this is again, greatness, should not discriminate. Greatness does not see where you're from.
Yeah.
And these athletes, they are great, and they should be allowed to show their talent, and they should be allowed to compete in the Grand Prix. It's without any doubts.
Yeah.
I do really hope that the FIM is going to think once again. Let's imagine that the conflict will be over during this year.
Yeah.
What are they planning to do then?
Good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I think you should bring that to them. What are they going to do if the conflict's going to end before New Year?
Yeah, so, and do you think that ultimately these people who are in charge could actually, through their actions, damage the image of the sport itself as a result of these things?
Michael, it's not a matter of if they could. They are damaging.
Yeah,
they are damaging the sport. This is a small group of people who sits on their hands, and they have their own subjective opinion, and they put it on the entire speedway world. It should not be like that, and it has to change. It has to change. It must change.